Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I created this rainbow look inspired by Makeup by Raquel over on Instagram. If you want to follow her, I'll leave her link in the description. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading recently. If you want to know why, I can make a whole video about it, so comment down below if you'd like to see that. But without further ado, let's get on with the look. Alright, I've already done my eyebrows, so now let's prime the skin using the Benefit Professional Primer. Now for foundation, like always, I'm going to go in with a ColourPop No Filter Foundation Stick in the shade 07 Neutral. I am almost out of this. I need a new one. And I'm actually going to be blending this out with a new sponge. I'm going to be trying the Morphe sponge because it came with my James Charles X Morphe brush set. I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding him right now, but I'd rather just not talk about it because I already got the brush set and his palette, so it's fine. I'm already liking the sponge because it's blending out my foundation very quickly. Oh yeah, I like this sponge. I like the Juno & Co sponge a lot too, but it's good to have a change every once in a while, try some new things. It doesn't seem to be picking up that much product either. Maybe it's because I didn't use that much to start out with, but just look at how quickly this blends it out. Usually I'd have to sit here for like 20 minutes just blending out my foundation. Way to go, Morphe. Now for concealer, like usual, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 02. So like I said, I am pretty much out of my no filter foundation stick, so if there's any foundations that you'd like to see me try or review, or just ones that you think would work really well for me, then sound off in the comments below. I'd like to hear from you. I'm going to set everywhere that we just concealed. Now I'm going to set everywhere that we just concealed using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 05. Do you see all of that I just got in my eye? Sheesh. Alright, Q-tips are a lifesaver. Now I'm going to set the rest of my face using the Maybelline Fit Me Translucent Pressed Powder and a Morphe M527 brush. I love this brush, it's huge, and I just think it's really dramatic and extra, and I'm really dramatic and extra, so I love it. Alright, the base is all laid down, so now let's start working on the eyes. First, I'm going to prime my lid using the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. First, I'm going to apply this using an M421 brush, and then later I'm going to buff it out using an M173 brush. I really like this base because my lids are purplish and veiny, so this nice yellow tone primer really helps to cover that up. Now on an M433 brush, I'm going to go into the James Charles X Morphe palette and first go in with 518 in my crease. Well, more above my crease, actually. And I'm just stamping this color down to receive maximum pigment. I'm going to be jumping back and forth between a lot of palettes today because there are specific colors in each palette that overshine other colors in other palettes. Like, for example, the yellow shade in the James Charles palette is nice, but I prefer the yellow in the Take Me Back to Brazil palette because it's just brighter to me and it goes down a lot better. So on that same brush, I'm going to go in with that yellow from the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette right on the edges to blend this out. Now I'm going to go back into 518 and deepen that up. Now to deepen up the crease even more, I'm going to go in with a neon pink shade called Skip. And I'm really going to blend this up into the orange. Now going back in with 518. Back in with Skip. Now I'm going to take a purple to deepen up the crease even more from the Morphe 39S palette. I'm going to use an M456 brush to pack Great Minds into the crease. I'm going to start out with very little color at first and then work my way to more. Now back on that M433 brush, I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Skip. Now taking a tiny bit of Great Minds and holding the end of the brush to have a very, very light hand and blending that out with the pink. Now on an M431 brush, I'm going to deepen up the crease even further with a shade called Make It Rain, again from the 39S palette. I'm starting off with very little and then working my way up once again. Now with the brush that we used Great Minds on, I'm going to blend those two together. Again on that M431 brush, I'm going to pack Make It Rain on the outer corner. Taking a little bit of that ColourPop concealer on an M421 brush, I'm going to begin cutting the crease. Now with a Q-tip and some micellar water, I'm going to get rid of all the shadow underneath that line that we just created. Now I'm going to pack that ColourPop concealer all over the lid to prepare for the next shadow. And then pack a little bit more Make It Rain on that outer corner as well. Now using an M124 brush, I'm going to go back in with the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil Yellow, and I'm going to pack that on the inner corner of the lid. Now right after that, on that same brush, I'm going to go in with 518. Next, I'm going to go in with Skip. I'm going to take Great Minds on that M456 brush. Finally, on the M431 brush, I'm going to go back in with Make It Rain. Then I'm going to go back in with all of those colors one more time just to intensify the pigments. Oh, that's not good. Now on the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with a blue and then a green and then that yellow one more time in the inner corner. First for blue, I'm going to go into the James Charles X Morphe palette and use the shade Playground. Now I'm taking this on an M410 brush. Now with that same brush, I'm going to go into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm going to use this green that is in the middle of the palette right next to the yellow. And then last but not least, I'm going to go back in with that yellow. Now I'm going to blend out the blue using an M433 brush. Now on the very inner corner, I'm going to go in with a neon yellow pigment. This is from Mio Makeup. I'll leave a link to these in the description. Alright, the eyes are all done, so now let's finish off the face. Using a Morphe E4 brush, I'm going to contour the face using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit in the shade Light Medium. Now on an M405 brush, I'm going to go in with blush. For blush, I like to use an eyeshadow from the Alluring Cosmetics Rainbow Deluxe Eyeshadow Palette. I like to go in with this shade right here. It's a nice peachy, pinky kind of coral color. It complements my skin tone really nicely. Now I'm going to take a mixture of Dream and Eternal for my highlight today from the BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlighter Palette on an M501 brush. Now I'm going to apply those same shades, but I'm going to wet the brush. To apply it to my nose, I'm going to use an M431 brush. I'm going to use an E62 brush to contour my nose today. Now for lips, I'm first going to line them using the NYX lip liner in the shade Exquisite, and then I'm going to fill them in with a liquid lip called Bottoms Off. Now to add some more dimension to the lip, just on the center, I'm going to go in with the NYX Lingerie liquid lip in the shade Silk Indulgent. Now to top it all off, I'm going to go in with the NYX Lingerie glitter liquid lipstick in the shade Euro Trash. So here's the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon so you never miss out when I upload, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!